Hi everybody, my name is Strudel, and I'm a dog, and I'm not very smart, but Cliff was kind of embarrassed that he'd never really taken the Foo Fighters seriously before having to explain the song, so he asked me if I would get up here and do the hook for him. Basically, yeah, the Foo Fighters are really good. Who knew? Also, I kind of hate being on camera, so I'm gonna go outside.
Guys, welcome to the Pop Song Professor channel where we make English class awesome by explaining lyrics on school days. Also, thank you Strudel for doing the intro for me. He's got natural camera talent, doesn't he? Be sure to subscribe and come back tomorrow for more song explanations. So basically, Foo Fighters is an amazing band, and I had never taken them seriously before. My middle brother had listened to them with his friends, and I was always kind of like, whatever. Thanks, brother, but I'm cool listening to my Irish punk rock, reggae music, and Cascada. I was kind of an eclectic kid. Also, I know it's pronounced Cascada. Yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. Every time we touch, I get this feeling. Evacuate the dance floor. But one of my patrons, Christian, suggested that I explain this song, and I was like, okay. I listened to it, and then I watched the weird as heck music video, and then got sucked into a black hole of Foo Fighters music videos. By the way, music video link in the description, watch it, then come back here and comment what the heck you think it means. That's a challenge. But here's the basic background information you need to know. The frontman of Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl, was the drummer for Nirvana. When Kurt Cobain committed suicide, Dave was like, all right, I'll start my own band. But everything was going terribly. His wife divorced him and kicked him out of the house. His band members were thinking of quitting. So he wrote a song in about 45 minutes, published it, boom, everybody loves it, and it's now, by most standards, the most popular Foo Fighters song ever. And that song was Everlong. But what is Everlong about? Let's hear in Dave's own words. The song's about a girl that I'd fallen in love with, and it was basically about being connected to someone so much that not only do you love them physically and spiritually, but when you sing along with them, you harmonize perfectly. Speaking as someone who has never, ever been able to harmonize with anybody, I have no idea what you're talking about. Gosh, this is one of those moments when I'm so glad that true love is not dependent on your ability to harmonize with somebody. Otherwise, it'd be bad news for April's and my relationship. I cannot sing worth a darn. But let's jump into some of these lyrics. Verse 1. Hello, I've waited here for you, Everlong. Tonight I throw myself into and out of the red, out of her head, she sang. And he's using this metaphor of singing throughout to show that connection, that harmony, that closeness between two people. And he feels like on a spiritual level, he's been waiting for someone like her to come into his life. That could have undertones of a 90s drug-fueled rock scene, but I think what it really is trying to say is that, you know, it doesn't matter what happens in the rest of the world, and it doesn't matter if we deteriorate and things aren't going good and, you know, our lives are going terribly, as long as we're together, it's okay. Then we hear in the pre-chorus and chorus, and I wonder when I sing along with you, if everything could ever feel this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again, the only thing I'll ever ask of you, you've got to promise not to stop when I say, when she sang. He just wants to live in that moment with her, to enjoy that closeness, that connection with this other human being, and he wants everything else to feel that way too. A lot of people have theorized that Everlong is about drug use, and I can understand why, because some of the vibes that it's giving off and some of the word choices that it's using feel like they could, you know, hint at that, but in reality, I don't think that's the case. I mean, we heard what Dave said, and even sometimes when artists say, hey, it's about this, we can be like, well, there seem to be undertones of this. I think it might just be coincidental. Then we get into verse 2, breathe out so I can breathe you in, hold you in, and now I know you've always been, and out of your head, out of my head, I sang. The breathing, sure, maybe that could be referencing smoking marijuana, but that would be pretty bad news for all these people posting it to Instagram and putting it in pictures on their walls, wouldn't it? Essentially, this verse is just speaking to the closeness felt between two people. They not only share the air with each other, but they are the air to each other. And you can sequin that on a pillow if you want to. Just put a little PSP down there in the corner somewhere. And I think that the real beauty of Everlong is that even in the midst of a very terrible situation, financial, relationship, his band may be falling apart, Dave Grohl was able to find something beautiful. He was able to find a connection, a relationship with another human being, and I think that that's intensely valuable, and it sounds like it might be something that helped him get through that process. Also, I like the fact that he uses music as a metaphor for this beauty of this relationship, because he's also writing music, and so I think in a way, maybe this relationship inspired him to actually want to sing more himself, even if it didn't mean harmonizing with somebody he just met. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to suggest songs that I explain on this channel, get your requests explained for the world or for the Still Needs Explaining podcast, check the link in the description. It's an awesome, awesome community. In the meantime, watch these videos. I promise you'll love them. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you next time.